Rockeyez would like to welcome Dave Saker, Bad Boy Eddy. Hey, man, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, man, we're coming at you from San Francisco, California over here, my brother. How you doing, Brian?
Great. Let's go back to early time in your career, a band called Oz, 1984. I really couldn't find too much information on it. Can you tell me anything about that band?
My goodness. Oh, yeah. It was a band with Alexis T. Angel, Donnell, the drummer, a guy named Greg Parker. And they got signed on CBS, which put out Epic in Columbia. And, Boston's on Epic, and Hart and Santana's all in Columbia. And so for me to get this audition, I walked in there, dude, I got it.
Cool.
I nailed it. I learned my homework. I walked in there and got it. And we played a little bit and did our thing in L.A. We were like number 5 in Europe, and then the band had a lot of personal things, so we dismembered.
Right.
And I kind of built on them. But, God, that was some good times. I was young back then, man, very, very young. Cool. We had some good times, man. We rehearsed right in CBS Studios on North Hollywood Boulevard. Talk about being a spoiled little bastard.
Wow.
Right there, I had my own plastic little badge, walked in. The studio was it was like 20 feet tall ceilings, huge PA, everything. We got to rehearse everything. Got our first showcase in there in front of all these A&R people, and immediately what they tried to do was steal the band apart, is what it did.
Wow.
And it was like all that was just a bunch of bullshit because they wanted to see how stout the band really was and see how easily somebody was taken out of the band so before they put money into the band. You know what I mean? It's all a big corporate thing, man.
Wow. Wow. Let's flash ahead to 2009 with Rock Candy. Tell me a little bit about that band. I listened to some of the tracks. Really good stuff there.
That was the singer. Josh Gibson was a singer from Alice in Chains. He's an Alice in Chains tribute singer. He sounds damn just like that guy. That album was actually recorded twice. I wrote that, tried to re-record it in my garage on Pro Tools, and then I spent more money fixing than I did mixing. Don't ever try to do it by yourself. If you think you got your tools down, you think you got your shit together, if you think you do, that ain't good enough. If you need a good album, you got to take it to a pro, man, and have them do it. We tried to save money doing that. We went in there and I wrote all those songs with a guy named Josh Gibson, and turned out really well with that album. We went song after song, and then, damn, dude, once again, Brian, it was a bummer, dude. I couldn't get along I could not sit on a bus with that singer. Nobody could. We all wanted to kick his ass every time. Wow. Anytime we went to go do a gig, we'd look at him and go, It was like being around a 10-year-old cat box that never got changed.
Wow.
That's what he was like. So
wow. Basically,
that whole album, it's just starting to get marketed right now. I got a guy from Demon Doll Records that's going to start pushing the hell out of that.
Right.
And that album has sat around for years, and after it was all said and done, we all realized we couldn't play with this guy, and the bass player that was in that band, T. Sanders, he is definitely in Bad Boy Eddy.
Right.
And I kept him, and there's some players just went their different ways, man,
Cool. Now, you had a long relationship with Eddie Vega and with writing and music and stuff. Tell me your feelings towards him.
I love the guy. He's great. I mean, we look at each other, and it's like, man, he's like milk on cereal, bro. I got the cereal, and he goes, Dave, I swear to God, dude, most singers I ever work with, I hate to say this, they're dicks. They're just hard to work with, dude. I met this cat years and years. I've known him for over 25 years, and we would write stuff, and we grew up together, and then we went different directions, and we came back, and something happened where it just kept pulling us together like a magnet. No matter what we did, we always seemed to come back together. And we're already like 3 songs into the next album already.
Wow.
And we just write. Something about this guy and me, we write really, really well together. And I go, hey, dude, look at this. I got this chop. And he goes, oh, fuck, that's killer, dude. And then I show him the next part. He goes, wait a minute, change it up like this a little bit. And I go, oh, yeah. And then my wife will come running downstairs. What the hell is the fuck going on down here? And I go, baby, we're rocking. And she goes, all right, go for it. And we got a little, pocket palms right here recording all this stuff. And then once we get it 95% done the way I think I need it. I throw it to the band at rehearsal, and then they all want to put their input. I go, guys, learn it the way it is, and then chew it up, so we don't waste time. Because once you strap on your instruments, man, it's working time. Because we all got day jobs, dude, and we head down there, and we play on the weekends. We travel, we play, and then we come back to our wives and families and day jobs and shit like that. But dude, for the most part, when we go to rehearse, it's quality time. You strap on your instruments. It's time to stop fucking around. And you get down to business. Is what it is.
Cool.
I bring the music into them. Most of the time, 90% of it's all done, and they'll add their little twist to it, and it becomes the band's, and we just go forward with it. So basically, me and Eddy I really like writing with the guy, man. We see eye to eye on a lot. There's a few things here and there, but that's just being with 4 or 5 guys in a band. That's like being married to 4 or 5 different people, man. You know everything about them.
Right.
So I get along great with Eddy. We've been together for 25 years and off and on, and now for the last 3 years we've been constantly writing, and things have happened for us so fast, Brian, I can't even keep up with them now. So
Cool. Now in 2010 you came out the Saker CD on our good friend Retrospect Sammy. Tell me a little bit about that. I've been reading reviews. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Great stuff. Tell me a little bit about
it. Everything was going pretty good too right there, bro. Shit. And you're going to be able to edit this shit, right, man? Dude, I had a singer I worked with named Steve Taylor over here.
Right.
And this guy moved away because he didn't want to do a day job. He wanted to be a singer. He was like a Las Vegas singer. I looked at his closet one day and I see these purple underwear and G-strings. I go, what the hell is this shit? And he goes, dude, I'm making $1,000 a night stripping. I'm moving away to Las Vegas. I'm done. I went, fuck. So there went the band. I was done just like that. Killer singer. He was like a Mike Reno singer from Loverboy. Guy was the killer on stage presence. Finished this record and he took off and left.
Wow.
Well, about 4 or 5 years later, he goes, Dave, I met this guy named Sam McCastin. You got to send the CD down here to him. I go, man, screw that shit. I don't have time for this crap, dude. And he goes, you got to send your CD. So like about 6 months, he kept calling me and telling me to send this. And so one day I get a phone call, Brian, from this guy, and he goes, hey, this is Dave Saker. I'm all day long, bro. My name is blah, 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 blah from Retrospect Records. And I go, yeah, right, dude. I go, I thought it was Steve. Because Steve Taylor, the singer, always called me, hey, this is Joe McGee from Warner Brothers. And I go, shut up, asshole. I'll call you later. I'm really busy. And I hang up.
Right.
Well, I thought this was Steve. So the guy calls me up and says, hey, man, this is blah, 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 the CEO from Retrospect Records. And I go, I told you I'm busy. I'll call you later. And I hang up. 2 minutes later, the phone rings. He goes, Dave, is this Dave Saker again? He goes, dude, don't hang up. I go, let me get my glasses on, damn it. I go, Steve, if this is you, I'm going to string you up by your fucking balls. I go, look at the thing. I'm busy right now, dude. I look at the thing and I'm like, whoa. I'm all, hey, what's up, dude? And he goes, you always hang up on CEO people from record labels? I'm all, not no more, dude. And so from that, oh, God, dude. I learned a lesson right there, my brother. Wear your glasses when you answer the phone, you old fart. So I got this guy. He hooked up with me, and it took us about 6 months. He goes, I want every frickin' thing you got. I went, shit, and most of the stuff was on cassette.
Yeah.
I pulled this out of the drawer. I go, there's where that mold smell is coming from. I go, look at these old shithead things. My wife, I was going to throw it away. My wife goes, I told you should have saved this. Fucking 12 years later, I worked all this music out, went through all these cassettes, dumped them down to CDs, and had this guy master them, and Sam released them.
Wow.
He goes, you're my biggest artist, bro.
Wow.
You're my biggest, highest paid artist. You're not. He sent me money, man, all the time in the mail, and I haven't heard from him lately because things happen. But man, that's how that happened. My old singer kept telling me with this guy was Sam McCastin was the keyboard player in XYZ.
Wow.
And he owns his own record label called Retrospect Records, and he has a lot of bands over there. So from that point on, he got me on all these interviews and stuff, and I just started going, and now, to be honest with you, dude, I got so many distributors and people calling me, asking me to sell my stuff. I'm going, shit. And you know what? This all happened from MySpace.
Wow.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Yeah, MySpace.
MySpace.
Wow. At one time that was
just
huge.
went from one thing to another, and I met this other label called Demon Dolls from Facebook, and then they hit me up, and he goes, dude, I want every frickin' thing you got. I go, you send me a contract, brother.
Wow.
So I got that, and then one thing went to another. So it was actually from networking.
Right.
Brian, I'll tell you what, dude, 10 years ago, if we would have had what we had today, I'd already been out of here and quit my day job. We've been rocking, bro.
Wow.
I'd have been done with all this crap already and making big money.
Cool. Now you got Bad Boy Eddy with Over the Top 2012 release. I mean, that CD is amazing. I really, I heard it from my good friends over at Hair Metal Mansion was telling me about it, and all these other places. So I had to hear it myself, and it's great. Tell me a little bit about the production, songwriting, anything you can.
I sent you a copy of that, did I?
Yes.
Yes, I thought, it was a learning experience, man. The thing about recording is, man, every time I go in there, I learn, and I've been recording for like 20, 30 years now, but that's where you find the men from the boys, dude. Is a lot of guys can do their shit, but a lot of people just aren't good in the studio. For me, I love to perform on stage, but man, you get in that place, and I work with the right engineers, and they work magic. You get the right guy, and these guys pull it out of you, man.
Wow.
They tell you when you can shred and when you can't shred.
Cool.
And I got in there, and that was a collaboration. A lot of that music was supposed to go to Retrospect Records.
Right.
But it went to Demon Doll Records,
wow.
Johnny down there in Hollywood. And he heard this. He goes, let me hear what you got. I had him an MP3, and he goes, let me hear, you got another one? I go, yeah. And he goes, I want everything you got. And I went, oh, my God, this all over again? So all over again,
wow.
Brian.
Wow.
It was the same thing. So me and Eddy, I wrote every bit of that music. I wrote all of it. There were some collaborations where there's a song called Teenage Sacrifice. Derek Davis from Babylon AD, him and I wrote that.
Wow.
And Supersonic Freak, that's a song that me and Derek Davis wrote. Clive Davis signed those guys from Babylon AD
right.
on Arista Records. And I've known Derek for 30 years. So we recorded and played together since we were kids. And the rest of those songs, man, me and Eddy have just brought back. He goes, you remember this song, dude? I go, where the hell did you find this crap at? And he goes, listen to this. I went, oh, my God, we got to redo it. So him and me did our homework, went back in and started redoing things, and we found the right guy. Guy named Misaki over in One Way Studios in Concord here. And I realized, man, I go, if we're going to have an album, we need to start from the ground up and not start in the garage on Pro Tools and do your own crap, because you wind up spending more of all your money fixing before you can mixing. Right. Yeah. And so we got in there. We started from the ground up, dude. We started with one song, and we realized how good that I thought it sounded for me. I thought, oh, my God, we got to finish this. We got to do a whole album. And it took us 2 years to do those 10 songs.
Wow.
2 years, because we all have wives and mortgages and kids, and we all live the rock star dream and stuff. But we got this reality, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want to live outside that dream, you got to have a day job, bro.
Right.
Until a lot of that money, it's like winning the lottery, and it takes a little while before you get your money, man. And Eddy and I worked hard on this. Trust me, man. I pushed this ball to the top of the freaking hill, bro. And now I tied all their balls in one knot, threw them over my shoulder. We're holding on, motherfuckers. Wow, now the ball's going down the hill, and everybody's after us.
I mean, everything you guys probably paid for yourself, but the production is amazing on that CD.
Oh, God bless you, man. You know what we did is, it goes, what do you like? And I go, I like Green Day, and I like shit like White Snake, and I'm an old-fashioned 80s dude. And he goes, well, I got this shit right here. He goes, here's what we got with you today, Dave. And he puts it up on his screen. I'm looking at this technology, and he goes, here's what you like. And I went, whoa. And he freezes it, and it's got an EQ, and so he moves my EQ over there like that. He goes, that's too much on there. And we would work, finalize it, and he goes, take this home and listen to it for a day. Come back here in 3 days. I go, no, dude, I can already tell it's fine. He goes, no. So I go home, and I listen to it in my car stereo, my home stereo, and the best way you can actually find out how to mix your shit is go buy one of those old little CD players that just play one CD at a time.
Right.
And it doesn't have any bass or boom or any of that crap on it.
Right.
And you put your favorite CD that you love to listen to on there. I love Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood, that album. I've always loved that album, man.
Cool.
And I put that on there, and I love the way that sounds on the CD, so I started mixing my shit on this little CD player.
Cool.
Every time I got out of the studio, I go, no, dude, too much bass. I go back on there one more time and take like 3 times to mix the song, 4 hours at a time, dude.
Wow.
And we go, I want that up louder, I want that down lower. He goes, go home, listen to that. I go, oh, I want this up, the solo's got to be louder. And it took like 3 or 4 times for each song, dude.
Wow.
And before we knew it, a year went by, and we'd only had like half of the album done. Same process over and over. I go, man, if I'm going to stick my chest out and try to compete with the big boys, I'm going to make sure we sound good. And I'm not going to have any ifs and buts. I'm not stubbing my toe on any fucking rocks here. We're going forward. I'm not going to take 10 steps forward and 20 backwards. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
We don't have time anymore, dude. You never know when the Earth was supposed to die. You know what I mean? I mean, shit on that, man. Don't yank me out of here yet, Lord. I want to play rock and roll, motherfucker. You know, and we all live for this. These guys are all great. They look good. They got hair. The pictures that you see on there, we're not has-beens. That's us.
Yeah, no wigs.
That is us. No wigs, no nothing. We all were, you know, if you ain't got no hair, I go to put a bandana and a hat on and look cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
You got to look cool, dude. The whole part about our band was just, we wanted to look really good in 80s still, and we wear the leather and the denim, and we wear the boots, and we do all that shit. And we draw a lot of women, dude.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
When we go to play now.
Yeah, I'm sure the wife likes that, huh?
No, all the wives all know. They're right by us. Trust me, bro. Their
Good.
claws are sunk in 2 inches deep.
Great support.
There's a lot of girls there, but, you know, their money's the same as anybody else's. They want to buy CDs, you know. We sold $800 worth of CDs in 2 shows.
Oh,
I
that's
could not
great.
freaking believe that. We sold all of our T-shirts are gone. And 3 shows are gone. We're getting ready to make new ones now, which reminds me of, you tell me what size you got, and I got ones coming your way.
Okay, sure, no problem. Yeah.
Send me a little message, say, Dave, I'm a large. A lot of the larges went first because I stick my wife in an extra large. That's all she wears to bed. So
Yeah.
okay,
All
an
women like
extra
that.
large. I can just pull it up, and go, hi, baby, how you doing?
Now, if you had a chance to sign with a bigger label, would you go with that? And but you
Oh,
know,
absolutely. We bickered back and forth with Frontiers, with Serafino,
right.
for a little bit, and Ron Vining over there, their CEO, and you know, dude, you know what's really weird about that? We sent them all their shit. And the guy goes, if you do the CD release party, we're not going to be able to sign it because you guys are shooting your wad. I go, dude, I've had this gig booked for 3 months.
Right.
I'm not canceling it. The owner will have my balls. I can't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we're like a kind of a big fish in a small little pond over here.
Right.
There's a shitload of clubs to play here, but you got to be able to draw to make money. And after 3 to 4 years, we finally got to draw what we're drawing, and we're making money, Brian.
Wow.
At the clubs playing live for original music. You know, the only people that make money in original music are the big guys. Over here, you make money doing covers and shit. We ain't doing that, dude. We play a few of our favorite covers. I love Judas Priest.
Right.
We'll open our set with Electric Eye.
Cool.
That just kicks everybody's ass, and they all run forward to the front of the stage.
That's
And once
good.
we have them right there, hell yeah, we give them all the bad boy Eddy shit, and then we'll close our setup with Forever by Y&T.
Cool.
And that just, people scream so damn loud, dude. I can't even, I'm afraid to step off the stage, dude. Shit. Our thing is a visual thing. We try to do our hair and we look real good, not like big 80s hair thing with hairspray,
Right.
but we do our hair and make sure our faces look good after being torn up for working all week long, and we starve ourselves to get in those freaking tight-ass leather pants and boots, man.
Wow. Great.
For the week and go do our gig. But that, you see the picture of that is a current picture of what we look like. We're not has-beens.
Right.
We still believe in, our dream. It became a goal, and that goal is now a reality within reach for us. And it's like, shit, it's taken all these years, but you know what? I don't give a shit. They can wheel me out in a freaking wheelchair, and I'm still going to kick everybody's ass. Damn it, man. I'm not going to take no for an answer until the big guy upstairs yanks me out of here, man.
Cool.
So the best thing I think about our band is our show. We open up. It's a good intro. We come on. We open up that can of whoop ass. We kick everybody's ass. We got smiles on everybody's faces from the first song to the last song, and then we go for the merchandise. And it took a lot of years to learn how to do that. But like I said, I'm glad you liked that production on the album. That was like basically me with my nose to the grindstone every single day after work, going yes, no, yes, until I got what I thought was killer.
Cool.
Yeah,
Now,
it was a lot of homework, and we spent a lot of money on that thing, but I'm happy with it.
cool. I'm happy with it.
Thank you, man. I wish it was before Christmas. I put you on my Christmas list.
So what's the next step for Bad Boy Eddy?
Well, God, dude, they're offering us we have a few nationals coming up. Right now, we don't have anything until April. We're going to open up a huge show on 4/20. And we got what's going on with this right now is me and Eddy got like 2 or 3 songs already, maybe 3, into the next album already.
Wow.
So we were frantically trying to get this album done because everybody wanted us, and we were behind. But now we can take our time, because by the time this album and everybody's sick of it, we'll just be able to release the new one when everybody's sick of this one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, you can't listen to it anymore, and it's just old, and I'm beating this thing so bad I can't listen to it anymore. So for us, we're writing right now, and I got people. I'm taking just the choice shows. We just got offered a Frank Hannon show from Tesla. To give you an example, this year we played with Faster Pussycat already. We played with Yuli John Roth from the Scorpions. We did Jack Russell's Great White. We did the Iron Maiden show. I mean, these are the kind of shows that these people put us on so we can deliver. So that must be saying we're doing something right here, huh?
Right, plus a lot of exposure.
Oh, yeah. And plus, did you see that new video we just shot?
Oh, yes, I posted already on Facebook.
I know. Now, that, Mike Sloat shot that for Bad Boy Eddy. And that, dude, we shot that right where we rehearsed. We're very fortunate. My drummer owns an auto body shop, family-oriented, and that place is like, ceilings are 20 feet tall and old scaffoldings, and the guy saw that. And Mike Sloat, the guy that shot that video, did Testament. He did Vicious Rumors, and they're real big in Europe, and he also did Machine Head.
Wow.
He saw one, took a look at us, and he goes, I'm going to make you guys stars. And so
cool.
That's what we did. So this year, we got our guns fully packed, shot out. We launched that video and that CD. And now, right now, what we're going to do is we just finished up before Christmas here. We're going to start concentrating on writing some new songs, and we're not going to go out and play till April 20th. And then from that point on, we take the best choice shows, so we don't play too much, and we don't get too boring with everybody, you know.
Cool.
You can be the baddest band in the world. One of my favorite bands is Y&T. I love Dave Medicetti, and that guy. If I was to see him once every month, I'd be tired of it. So you got to be careful about how many times you play. You know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
But we travel around and we play and we do what we got to do. But I'm telling you right now, this is going to be our year for Bad Boy Eddy.
Good.
I'm real happy with what we got, and when I have people like you talking to me and telling me stuff like that, it just reinforces what I really think.
Cool.
Well, now, everybody thinks their band is the greatest. Ask them; they'll tell you.
I love the album.
The greatest motherfucker in the world. But you got if you don't think that way, then you don't go out with confidence. But the thing about our band is, we've been around for a lot of years, and we go around and we see a lot of people, and I see what I like and I see what I don't like, and
right.
I learned a long time ago, man, amateurs copy, professionals steal.
Right.
I stole everything I ever could from anybody, dude. I am a rock and roll thief!
That's it. Well, I congratulate you on the CD, Over the Top. I mean, I haven't heard any negative at all. At all. I've been reading. No negatives on that CD at all. So you got to be doing something right.
Yeah, you know what, 80s will never go wrong. Face it, I'm never going to break mainstream. I mean, I thought for sure that Serafino was going to pick us up from Frontiers Records. I thought for sure. But after 1 month of bickering back and forth, they decided to pass. And
wow.
They loved 4 songs, and the other 4 were kind of okay, and there was 2 songs they did not like that were sexually explicit. And that was that Funky Monkey song.
Right, yeah.
That song that song is totally different than anything I've ever wrote on that album. You'll notice it's a bluesier type of thing, and it's all about a guy who loves nasty, dirty magazines. Like, oh my God, what the hell? That would have been a great video too, to catch the guy sitting on the toilet seat in the end of the video.
Wow, that's cool.
They hated that, and their favorite songs are the ones that are our least songs on there.
Wow.
And they didn't want to do the artwork, and they wanted to redo everything. I go, look, I can't have you guys sign me and sticking me on a shelf for a year. I'm getting old here, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I go, he goes, well, what do you think you're going to achieve by releasing a self-achieved album? I go, self-satisfaction, my brother.
Yes, I know many bands that turn labels down because they wanted to own 5 rights on 10 of the album, on 10 songs. Why would you sign?
You know what? Because I got... One thing that I learned from Retrospect Records, and I can tell you this right now, Brian, is by releasing my own album and putting the Demon Doll Records label on my pre-shrink wrap, silver press, the whole 9 yards, by releasing that, I have full control of my CD sales.
Right.
I don't have to guess. Hey, dude, what'd you sell this year? What'd you do this month? I go, I'm not really sure. And I go, well, I can't track it and find out.
Right.
This way, I know what we made. We made 1,000 CDs. We're almost out of them already, man. We've only had them. God, how long have we had them for? 3 months, maybe?
Wow.
1 month? Yeah. My wife says 1 month. Yeah, I guess we've had it for 1 month. We're kicking ass on this. Thank you, baby.
Cool.
Sometimes when I can't see outside that circle, she's outside of the circle looking in. She kind of gives me that little insight that I need.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right, man. I got to focus sometimes. And, sometimes it's good to hear it from the wives and your fans and stuff. Even though if you think differently, you got to go with your heart. If you follow your heart, you really shouldn't go wrong, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. My wife too. She said, "Stop looking at yourself." I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "You know who I am?" She goes, "Who are you?" "I know, the CEO of Rockeyez. I know. Now go to bed." You know?
All right, okay. Yeah, look at that. Here, put on this extra large. Like I said, I make my wife sleep in the extra large. Sure. I really loved that rock candy thing. That to me, that was what Frankie Banali from Quiet Riot.
Right.
We were getting ready to do a show with him, and the gig got canceled.
Wow.
He was on the plane flying down here and didn't even know the show got canceled.
Wow.
Shit, man. He told me, he goes, Dave, I really like that Rock Candy record. I used to talk to him on MySpace all the time.
Wow.
And then we got a chance to go out there and play it. And like I said, we had so many great shows this year. Bad Boy Eddie was very fortunate. But, 25 years ago, me and Eddy were in a band called, I don't know if you remember or not, we were called Ace Diamond.
Cool. No, I never.
And that's where we met all these nationals, and that's where me and Eddy were. A lot of these songs that we're playing on this album was from Ace Diamond. We just redid them again with today's technology and try to mix them. And Eddy and me opened for Michael Schenker. God, we did the Black Crowes. We did Ron Keel.
Wow.
We did Y&T, man. Oh my God! But the Michael Schenker show was the biggest thing I've ever done. We did the Tubes. I can't even name all the bands that we got to play with. Oh, because you're in San Francisco over here, dude. There's nothing but clubs everywhere here to play at.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, a lot of them. John Nady owned them all from Nady Wirelesses.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? He would give us all these wirelesses to go out and play on stage and check his new stuff out before we'd sell it. And Eddy and me, we probably opened for more nationals than most bands ever do in their entire lifetime. And we were at a right point where we were so very fortunate, Brian. Very, very fortunate at the right time to do that. And so far, all that's just made us better veterans and seasoned on stage for performance-wise. So a lot of my friends that are my age now go, what are you getting out of this? Where are you going with this? Where did it get you? And I go, first of all, I'm living my life for me, not for you, dumbass. So what question do you want me to answer first?
Right.
You know what I mean, dude?
Oh, definitely.
It's like, dude, I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it, and being an artist means performing, and I still love to perform.
Right.
You know what I mean? All these other guys cut all their hair off. I can't even recognize them anymore, dude.
Wow.
For me, I'm not going to sit at home and smoke a pipe and slippers and raise the kids. They're gone. I'm a grandpa, and it's over.
That's it.
It's time to rock now, bro.
That's it. Well, I congratulate you, and I thank you for taking this interview this week. And
thank you so much, Brian.
The CD's great. Would you like to say anything to your fans out there?
God bless all of you, man. You have a dream, follow it. Follow your heart. You will not go wrong. I want to thank you all very much for supporting Bad Boy Eddy. You can always hit us on our Bad Boy Eddy Facebook fan page over there, or hit our Reverb Nation, whatever you guys want. CDs are available at DemonDollRecords.com. You can find them there. Or hit one of us individually, personally on Facebook, and see if we answer you back. And I bet you we will. And we'll send you ones.
Cool. Thanks very much,
There
man.
you go.
Thanks a lot.
Alrighty? You betcha, man.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.